Hi everyone, welcome to another Run, Jump and Throw Yourself Into It activity session. Today we're going to talk about sprinting and learn how to be like the fastest man in the world. Let's go. Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world. That video you just saw is when he broke the world record in Berlin, when he ran 9.58 seconds. You know what? He can run the length of a football field in under 10 seconds. Now, you're probably wondering, how can I run that quick? How can I be like Usain Bolt? Well, it is pretty easy, as long as you can remember a few little rules. Stand up with me and let's do it all together. Okay. The first thing you need to do is to make sure you are tall. So when you are sprinting, that you're as tall as possible. Watch, pick your feet up for me. They feel quite light. If you run short, so drop down 1 centimeter. If you run short, now pick your feet up. They suddenly feel heavy. So if you want to run like Bolt, stand up tall. The second thing you want to do is make sure that you have your arms by your side, bend the elbows. Now, here's a little secret for you. Have you ever heard people say to run on your toes? Well, if you actually try to run on your toes, it's actually quite uncomfortable. But what they really mean is to run off your heels. So everyone do it with me. Up tall, arms by side, bend the elbows. Now I want you to slightly lift your heels up off the ground and remember what that feels like. That is where you want to land. And the last little trick for you is for everyone, grab an apple. Yep, got your apple? Put the apple on your head. Every time you're sprinting, you want to make sure that that apple stays on your head. If I turn my head like this to see where I'm going, or if I'm running with my head down, I know all of you know kids who run like this, with their head back, the apple falls off their head, and you have to trust me on this one. Every time the apple falls off your head, you will slow down. This is what I call my 1 to 10, 10 to 1, where you're going to run with high knees. Remember, staying up tall, arms by your side, bending your elbows, apple on your head, and remember, landing off our heels. But you're going to break your steps into 1, 2, 3, 4, and you will pause between each one. Let me show you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, Come on. 4, 5. What you need to try and do in this challenge is to go from 1 to 10. If you can then go from 1 to 10, then you will go from 10 back to 1 again, trying to pause between each number. You can even do this activity indoors. 1, 2. You can even do it down the hallway. 1, 2. You can even do it from room to room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is, our first sprinting session. Don't forget the rules if you want to run like Bolt. Remember, standing up tall, arms by your side, bend the elbows. Don't forget running off your heels, not on your toes, but off your heels. And don't forget to keep that apple on your head, and you have to keep it there. So don't look around and don't look down. And the whole idea of this activity is to make sure you pick your feet up, just like all the top sprinters do. Don't forget, if you have any great ideas that you like to share with everyone, but don't forget you will have to ask mum or dad first, or whoever looks after you, you can send me some videos or some photos to my email below. Also, if you'd like to receive a certificate, you can also send me an email. All we'll need is your name, the name of the activity, if you want to, the school you're from, and what town you live in. Alright everyone, I hope you've enjoyed our session today. This is Alvin from Little Athletes New South Wales, hoping to see you for our next Run, Jump and Throw Yourself Into It activity session. Bye for now.